This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Oh my god, what new nasty, disgusting shit do I have to do today or deal with today in order to make a buck? The new sub goal. As you guys can see, if you look at the top of your screens right now, we already hit the tier 1 sub goal for this month, which was 525 subs. And I have to say, thanks for the money, dummies, because that's exactly what you fucking are. A bunch of fucking empty-headed idiots who paid me money to get absolutely nothing out of it. Thanks. Wow.
You know, we did hit the goal is because people gifted subs, okay? And I'm appreciative for that. And, you know, some people say, well, gifted subs is artificial growth. It's not real growth because it's not necessarily someone who's going to come back and resub. These people's subs will expire and then that'll be it. It's not going to be continuous support, right? And I understand that, but at the same time, I am still appreciative of it.
Hey, money is money. One thing I think about, money is money, yeah.
I think what's going to happen is, what we're going to see moving forward, okay, is you're going to see naturally people coming in and starting to follow, starting to watch, starting to sub when new games start coming out. So, pretty excited for an Indies Marathon coming up later this year. It should be pretty good, alright? Now, that being said, I don't know what to do for the tier 2 subs goal, because I wasn't expecting to hit the tier 1 subs goal so quickly, and I'm open to suggestions. Some people have suggested various things. Some people have said, why doesn't Phil do an episode of Cooking with the King, live broadcast from his kitchen? There's a few reasons. Number one, Cat cooks when I'm working. So if that were to happen, what it would mean is one day I have to end a stream like an hour or 2 hours early to go down there and basically get ready to film with my phone live stream, right? Her cooking an item. I don't think it's going to be riveting content, quite frankly. It's not like we're going to be able to massively entertain you while cooking a meal. You know what I mean? Plus, it's boring. It's one thing to film for YouTube and edit the video to make it quick moving with dead time. Live streaming it, I don't think is going to be very interesting, which seems to be what people want me to do. Live stream from the kitchen, do an IRL stream. I don't think it's going to be very riveting or interesting. Okay? So I don't know there. And then number two, the fact that having to broadcast from my kitchen means I have to now clean stuff up to make sure there's no personal information or anything around that someone could use against me.
Oh my god.
I hate to say that. I know how stupid that sounds, but that's one of the main reasons. Remember when I did the IRL stream last week? That's one of the main reasons I didn't walk around my house. Because people literally will take any piece of little information they can get about me and my personal life and try to use it against me or spin it into something that's completely untrue and negative. So can you imagine, oh my god, if there was an address lying on the countertop, right? Oh, we found an address. What is it? Let's look it up on the internet. Oh my god, it's a doctor's office. Let's harass the doctor or call and make appointments on Phil's behalf. See what I mean? Like, it's as crazy as that fucking sounds, that shit happens. You see? So
maybe I'm paranoid by nature.
So it's like, it would be such a chore to have to set up an event where I have to be like so fucking careful, right? To do anything. It's just so ludicrous. I didn't have to be like that. Now I do. That being said, it would be very tough to even do something like that, okay? So, I am looking for many, many other suggestions for a tier 2 subs goal for this month. The subs goal is 550. Some people have said we'll do another DSP Tries It. Well, I already owe you guys one from July. I owe you guys this episode of DSP Tries It, which I'm going to actually take my time over the course of August to sit down and try to find a good product. I don't want to just rush it with some crappy thing that's going to be a shitty video. I want to do something that may be pretty funny or interesting. And so I'm looking. I have an idea. I have one really solid idea of what I want to do for it. But I don't want to jump the gun yet. I want to wait and see if I can run into anything else that'll be more interesting for this special episode of DSP Tries It. Okay? So, I'll let you know. But, you're saying, oh, do another episode of DSP Tries It for 550 subs. Well, I already owe you one. You see what I mean?
This is going to be the whole string.
So, it's kind of tough because at this time of year, especially, with the hardcore gaming season right around the corner, it's also hard for me to commit. Like, people would say, why don't you just do another Patron's Choice playthrough? Well, I could, but I've already got one on the docket. We've already got one where, starting Sunday, patrons will start nominating and voting on the next Patron's Choice game, and that's going to be played in the fall. Now I do another one. You see what I mean? Like, now I'm going to have so many patron events and so many special sub-events queued up that it's going to, I don't know how long I have time to do it with all the fall games that are going to be coming out. So I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. What I can tell you guys is this, and this is a good idea. Next month, so September's goals, okay, are going to be all based around Halloween. A Halloween horror game marathon, me dressing up for Halloween, and maybe even having Kat involved in some Halloween-style content, okay?
That guy needs to be kicked in the freaking balls. He's an asshole.
I'm going to have multiple goals in September set up for subscriptions based off of a Halloween event in October. And I think that people are going to be motivated then to sub because they're going to want to see these fun events happen, okay?
The shameless plugs, the shameless promotion segment, which I do once a day.
Tipping me right now, get those funds right away, and these first couple of weeks of every month is when all of my bills have to clear. And since that's the case, I definitely need your help and support, guys, in order to, make ends meet here. So your tips, immediately anything you tip will go towards my bills right away.
That's constantly begging. I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life.
Then from RFHC5, he cheered and he brought up something that has to do with someone who's a detractor of mine. Listen, I'm not one to bring them up, give them attention where they don't deserve it.
Fuck you. You're a liar.
And I'm not going to revel in any kind of disciplinary action that was taken towards someone
who's basically made a living off of harassing me. What? Constantly for years. So in that regard, I just don't give a shit. But all I can say is this. It seems like Twitch actually is serious about cracking down on their rules. You know what I mean? Like, they actually are serious. When they made those changes earlier this year to their terms of service, they are seriously taking it in stride, and they're really actually enforcing these rules, even for things that people are not doing on their own site. In this particular case, I believe this is someone who constantly, on a daily basis, steals my Twitch stream and rebroadcasts it on their YouTube channel. And the only reason this person gets any kind of attention on the internet is because they constantly steal my content and basically make negative commentary over it constantly. And of course, you're going to have a certain kind of messed up in the head kind of person who likes that kind of content. I personally am not one of them, okay? And I know that you guys watching aren't either, but there are people who like that shit. And so he illegally rebroadcasts my content every day. And basically Twitch finally got wind of it and said, well, we don't want someone like you on our site. You're rebroadcasting one of our partnered streamers' content. And apparently he got banned for it. So, good riddance to bad rubbish. Stop being a drama queen. You know what? Off to YouTube with you. So back to the toxic wastes of YouTube, where these people apparently thrive and are immune to any kind of disciplinary action. It's stupid that they are, because this guy literally steals my content every single day and rebroadcasts it on YouTube illegally. Yet somehow YouTube never takes action against him. Don't ask me why. All I know is I don't care. I do my own thing. But, thank God that Twitch is actually serious about enforcing their terms of service, and they recognized the toxic person and got rid of them. So, as they say, good riddance to bad rubbish. Negative toxic behavior on Twitch. Fire Pro Wrestling World tipped me $81. Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
And says, play me. So what I'm assuming here is that this is someone who really wants me to play Fire Pro Wrestling World. And, oops, Wrestling World. FPWW, Fire Pro Wrestling World. Yes, there you go. And so basically they're giving me the funds to buy the game. Well, the bottom line is I already was going to buy the game. I was already planning on getting it later this month. So thank you very much for that. And I am going to be playing that later this month. So obviously your contribution right now is paying for that. So help you very much. Holy crap. Thank you very much for the help is what I meant to say.
Man, Dingo tipped me $2. And then when I did the research, I found out that basically there's no way to make your dick grow. I have a micro penis. My dick is annoying. Being a dude with balls and a dick can be annoying. I don't want this. What is this bullshit?
Yolo Dopper cheered and said, looks like Twitch is more strict about enforcing terms of service, while YouTube is more relaxed. Would you say YouTube is still the Wild West? Do you think Twitch will become even more strict, where they make a culture of gamers that is really sensitive? Here's the thing. I don't think that Twitch is about making it insanely strict to the point where it becomes a bunch of, as people would say, SJW gamers. I don't think that's what it's about. I just think Twitch really wants to get rid of that negative element of people who are only here to do toxic kind of stuff, which is really what YouTube has become. If you look at the top YouTubers these days, not all of them, but some of them constantly put out toxic style content, and that's how they became popular. Logan Paul.
The only reason he's popular at all on YouTube because he's a toxic fucking guy, but the guy's so dumb he doesn't even realize it. Like, he doesn't even realize the stuff he puts out is toxic, and he doesn't know why people don't like him. That's how ignorant the guy is.
But I think what Twitch is saying is we don't want that kind of crap on our site. We want people who are legitimate people into what they're doing. It's not just a money-making venture. It's not just create drama for views. We want people who are going to put out some kind of a content where not only is there value in the content, but this person realizes that when you broadcast in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people on a daily basis, you're kind of a role model. You've got to be someone who is going to be representative of morality and not
someone who's there just to insult, not someone who's there just to propagate drama for money. That's like me. Right? That's like me.
That instead you're actually trying to put out some kind of a quality content. Why does Twitch do that? I really feel it's because they want to bring in things like the sponsorships. They want to bring in the ad revenue. They're working on an on-demand video site, much like YouTube, where they want to say, hey, look at our Twitch where we really cleaned up things in the last year, and now our site is much better. So if you're an advertiser, right, if you're a major company who wants to advertise, come to our new on-demand video website. Screw YouTube, dump them, because their automated garbage doesn't work. Come to us, where we've already cleaned up Twitch in the last year, and we're going to have these same criteria on our new on-demand video website, right? I really feel that's why Twitch is doing it. I don't think that Twitch is trying to make this a ridiculously restrictive site where you always have to be watching your ass. But as long as you act reasonable and you don't go off the cuff and lose control of yourself and say ridiculous things that are offensive and don't steal other people's content and you're not saying toxic things to get attention from your viewers, I think you're fine, you know? And I'll be honest, when they first changed their terms of service earlier this year, I got into a little bit of a hot water with some things that I said and did. And I, you know, kind of checked myself and said, you know what? It's not that hard to not lose control. Just gotta be calm and patient, right? And I've been good. And it's hilarious because people have actually tried to frame me in the past couple of months and say that I did things that I didn't do.
Silver-tongued talker, right? Oh, I'm just gonna say it one way, and hopefully you'll believe it, even though that's not the truth. And that's literally what's happening here. The guy's a liar. The guy's a fucking blatant liar and lying to everyone. But people are believing it because they don't know any better.
And Twitch reviewed it and said, this is bullshit, and just ignored it, which is great. I actually feel like now I'm in a place where not only can you guys come and have a fun, safe stream and, you know, a very interesting environment for interactivity and fun gameplay, but if you know it's not going to be overrun with toxicity and nonsense, because I've basically adjusted my content, right, to be better in line with what Twitch wants, and I think it's for the better, quite frankly. And what it means is that now I'm protected from all that nonsense. People mass reporting me on a daily basis. Doesn't matter anymore.
Twitch loves me and my streams.
Twitch TV is literally a business model
based off of begging. I'm not the kind of person that's going to sit here and say, please buy this shirt, please subscribe, please do this, please sub, please thumbs up the video, please see my other channels, please. When do you ever hear me talking like that in a video? Because the bottom line is Twitch is a bad business. Twitch is not a good place to put out quality content. It's not. You are constantly nagged to advertise and or push subs or product so that you can make money, and they'll make money, they get profit from that, and then you get profit from that. They don't care about actual games. They don't care about what you put on your stream as long as this is coming into them. They don't care about actual games. They don't care about what you put on your stream as long as this is coming into them. Twitch is all about subscriptions, you gotta subscribe, get those custom emotes and shit, subscribe. That's why everyone over there is all about their subs. Twitch loves me and my streams.
Because Twitch knows that I'm abiding by their rules. You know, so you can say whatever you want, lie however you want. It's not gonna affect anything. You know what I mean?
Ziggy Piggy cheered. He says, I'm curious what kind of personal information you keep in your kitchen.
Well, what you see, my social security number, my federal tax information, the codes to all of my safes, and all of the login information of all the websites, my personal bank account information. What I do is I keep it all listed right there on my kitchen countertop. So if I were to film immediately, you'd get all my information. That would be the end of everything. Identity theft out the wazoo. That's a really dumb question. Obviously, my answer is a joke. That's a really dumb question, because if I told you what kind of stuff is in there, then obviously I'd be revealing stuff. So, what a dumb question. MTC dude cheered and said, do you like Mixer? Mixer, in my opinion, is kind of the way too late, kind of rushing into trying to get into a fad that it's too late to make a difference. Mixer, if you guys don't know, is Microsoft's version of Twitch, where they think, oh, it's our live streaming service, right? No one uses it.
The only people who use Mixer pretty much are Microsoft employees or people who are already been banned from other sites that you can stream on.
Real talk, I mean, that's just what it is. It came about so late, and there's literally no benefit to using it at all. So, that's Mixer for you, and I know, why would I use Mixer? It doesn't make any sense. The place to be is Twitch, right? And I guess you would say second place is YouTube.
And Creamer Screamer Cheerda wants me to play the game.
Do you want to play the fucking game?
Don't worry. Don't worry. I will play the game. Alright? Eventually, once I get through all these shoutouts and I answer questions and the like. Okay?
Eternal Napalm cheered. He said, with the extensive army of trolls and detractors that go around spreading fake lies about you, do you ever wonder if they inadvertently help promote you? Well, I mean, they do. The problem is, you know, some people say,
any attention is good attention, right? Like, it doesn't matter if it's bad or good, as long as you are known, it's better than not being known.
He was the guy that got caught masturbating in front of children.
It's the guy watching his Twitch.
Is that really him? Is he the one that got caught?
Yes!
And although to some extent that is absolutely true, and I agree with that, at the same time, you know, so much nonsense is said about me on a daily basis. There's people out there who don't even know anything about me, who hate me. And I'm not just talking, you know, little old guy who just watches a video on YouTube doesn't. I'm talking content creators. Big YouTubers and streamers literally know nothing actually about me. All they've heard is the negative shit, and so they hate me because they don't actually know who I am and what I do. That's not good, you know? That's not good to have an army of toxicity against you for reasons that aren't valid. You know what I mean? So even though I admit, and you see people every day, they'll say, yeah, I didn't know who the hell Phil was till I heard negative stuff about him, so I came and checked out his stuff for myself, and now I actually, you know, enjoy it. Right? Now I actually enjoy the content, because I actually gave it a legit chance, okay? And when I gave it a legit chance, it ended up being pretty good, you know? So there you go. You know, in regards to negativity and everything, sometimes it does pay off. But in general, it would sure be nice if people would not just spread the nonsense, but nothing I can do about that, right? Ziggy Piggy Cheery says, I'm kind of confused why you think my question was dumb. Normal people don't typically keep personal information they're afraid of other people seeing in their kitchens. That's false. All the time, a lot of people put stuff up on their fridges, right? And for important information about, oh, here's important contact numbers. Here's information about doctor's appointment. Here's a schedule, right? Here's a place that I frequent commonly, so I put up common information about them in the kitchen or hang it out. You know, things that you take on a daily basis, you know? There's a million things I could bring up. It's just common stuff that would be in a kitchen. So, Ziggy Piggy, you don't know what you're talking about. And yes, your question was dumb. I'm sorry, it was.
I could seduce a girl with my eyes. My disgusting eyes.
Yellow Dobber asks, how was the Korean barbecue on Tuesday? I didn't have Korean barbecue on Tuesday. In fact, I've never had Korean barbecue. Kat and I actually have talked about having Korean barbecue.
Gout, 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 gouty, gout, McFist, gout, fucking butt, fuck, gout, farts, gout, gout, gout.
Because apparently there's one or two places around here that do it, but we've never had Korean barbecue before. Actually excited to try it out eventually one day.
$1 a month actually helps and adds up, alright? As little as $1 helps, okay? Pledge today. What pasta do you prefer? I prefer Patreon. I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. $1 a month actually helps and adds up, alright? Phil's a racist. Phil's a scammer. As little as $1 helps, okay? DSP's a pedophile. DSP is a thief. DSP is a greedy fuck. Pledge today.
This guy's a bitch.
Pledge $1 a month. I have a micro penis. Alright, I'm not dead, but I swear to God I wish I fucking was.
Pledge, 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 pledge.